published 1119 Est, the 4th of December 2017, updated 2051 Est, the 4th of December 2017. From ET to Spock, we've always toyed with the idea of extraterrestrial life, but how would humans react if it actually turned out to be true? Psychologists believe we would be positive about finding out we were not alone, according to a study that looked at people's responses to 5 key alien announcements since 1967, and they appeared to be largely positive. This is despite warnings from scientists such as Stephen Hawking who say we should be wary about answering alien signals. Scroll down for video. Research released last week found there are dozens of likely worlds, including Pluto pictured and its moons, that could harbor alien life. Researchers at Arizona State University are trying to anticipate how humans would react if a discovery such as this came back positive. NASA scientists have claimed alien life could be found within the next few decades. Experts say the search is heavily guided by characteristics of our own planet, helping scientists to weed out inhospitable worlds from those that may have promise for life, such as the icy moons Enceladus and Europa. NASA scientists are looking for environments that contain both oxygen and methane. When these two gases are found in the same atmosphere, you've got something special, the space agency says. There are ways to build up oxygen and methane in a planetary atmosphere, but the only way you could have both in the same atmosphere at the same time is if you produce them both super rapidly, said Sean Domagal-Goldman, of NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. Michael Varnum, a psychologist at Arizona State University, is trying to anticipate how humans would react if a discovery like this came back positive. One of the initial questions of the initiative that we're curious about is how might we respond if we discover evidence of extraterrestrial life, he told Washington Post. Published online on a preprint server, the paper looks at the psychological reactions to extraterrestrial life in a systematic, careful way. In the first experiment, Dr. Varnum and his colleagues looked at 5 key events: the discovery of pulsars in 1967, the detection of the WOW radio signal in 1977, the announcement of fossilized microbes on a Martian meteorite in 1996, the behavior of Tabby's star in 2005, and the discovery of exoplanets within the Goldilocks zone in 2015. In astronomy and astrobiology, the habitable zone is the range of orbits around a star in which a planet can support liquid water. Since the concept was first presented in 1953, many stars have been shown to have a Goldilocks area, and some of them have one or several planets in this zone, like Kepler 186f, discovered in 2014. Psychologists looked at 15 articles using a program that scans for positive or negative words. British astronomer Dame Jocelyn Bell Burnell was the first person to discover a pulsar in 1967 when she spotted a radio pulsar artist's impression, which was thought could be alien life. The reaction seemed to be much more positive than negative, found Dr. Varnum. Researchers also got 500 people to describe how they would feel if aliens were discovered and how they thought people more generally would react. Participants said they themselves would feel positive but felt most people would not be so excited about the discovery. Discovery of pulsars. British astronomer Dame Jocelyn Bell Burnell was the first person to discover a pulsar in 1967 when she spotted a radio pulsar. Since then, other types of pulsars that emit X-rays and gamma rays have also been spotted. Pulsars are essentially rotating, highly magnetized neutron stars, but when they were first discovered it was believed they could come from aliens. WOW radio signal. In 1977, an astronomer looking for alien life in the night sky above Ohio spotted a powerful radio signal so strong that he excitedly wrote WOW next to his data. In 1977, an astronomer looking for alien life in the night sky above Ohio spotted a powerful radio signal so strong that he excitedly wrote WOW next to his data. 72-second blast spotted by Dr. Jerry Amon through a radio telescope came from Sagittarius but matched no known celestial object. Conspiracy theorists have since claimed that the WOW signal, which was 30 times stronger than background radiation, was a message from intelligent extraterrestrials. Fossilized Martian microbes. In 1996, NASA and the White House made the explosive announcement that the rock contained traces of Martian bugs. The meteorite, catalogued as Allen Hills ALH 84001, crashed onto the frozen wastes of Antarctica 13,000 years ago and was recovered in 1984. Photographs were released showing elongated segmented objects that appeared strikingly lifelike. Photographs were released showing elongated segmented objects that appeared strikingly lifelike. Pictured, however, the excitement did not last long. Other scientists questioned whether the meteorite samples were contaminated. They also argued that heat generated when the rock was blasted into space may have created mineral structures that could be mistaken for microfossils. Behavior of Tabby's star. In 2005, the star, otherwise known as KIC 8,462,852, is located 1,400 light-years away and has baffled astronomers since being discovered in 2015. It dims at a much faster rate than other stars, which some experts have suggested is a sign of aliens harnessing the energy of a star. The star, otherwise known as KIC 8,462,852, is located 1,400 light-years away and has baffled astronomers since being discovered in 2015. Artist's impression. Recent studies have eliminated the possibility of an alien megastructure, and instead suggest that a ring of dust could be causing the strange signals. Exoplanets in the Goldilocks zone. In 2015, in February this year, astronomers announced they had spotted a star system with planets that could support life just 39 light-years away. 7 Earth-like planets were discovered orbiting nearby dwarf star TRAPPIST-1, and all of them could have water at their surface, one of the key components of life. 3 of the planets have such good conditions that scientists say life may have already evolved on them. Researchers claim that they will know whether or not there is life on any of the planets within a decade, and said this is just the beginning. This could be because most Americans tend to think, on any desirable trait or ability, that they're better than the average person, Dr. Varnum said. In the third part of the experiment, researchers presented a 1996 article reporting bacteria on a Martian meteorite. The consensus is now that they were just mineral deposits, but those participating in the experiment were left to believe they were forms of life. They still describe their reactions positively, leading Gordon Penny-Cook, a Yale University psychologist who was not involved in the experiment, to say he was pretty confident humans would be pleased if aliens were discovered. Dr. Varnum warned these results were based on American publications and it is possible the rest of the world would respond differently. Physicist Stephen Hawking has previously warned we should be wary about answering alien signals, and suggests an advanced civilization could attempt to colonize Earth. Hawking said if we were to really meet an advanced civilization, it could be similar to when the Native Americans first encountered Christopher Columbus, and that didn't turn out so well. If there are any intelligent alien life forms out there, Stephen Hawking thinks we're playing a dangerous game by trying to contact them. The physicist believes if aliens discovered Earth, they are likely to want to conquer and colonize our planet. If aliens visit us, the outcome could be much like when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans, he said in an interview. But co-founder and former director of the SETI Institute, Jill Tarter, doesn't think this will be the case. She argues any aliens who have managed to travel across the universe will be sophisticated enough to be friendly and peaceful. The idea of a civilization which has managed to survive far longer than we have, and the fact that technology remains an aggressive one, to me, doesn't make sense, she said. 7 Earth-like planets were discovered orbiting nearby dwarf star TRAPPIST-1, and all of them could have water at their surface, one of the key components of life. Artist's impression. Last month, NASA scientists claimed alien life could be found within the next few decades. Experts say the search is heavily guided by characteristics of our own planet, helping scientists to weed out inhospitable worlds from those that may have promise for life, such as the icy moons Enceladus and Europa. NASA scientists are looking for environments that contain both oxygen and methane. When these two gases are found in the same atmosphere, you've got something special, the space agency says. There are ways to build up oxygen and methane in a planetary atmosphere, but the only way you could have both in the same atmosphere at the same time is if you produce them both super rapidly, said Sean Domagal Goldman, of NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center.